What's up? Thank you for passing by. My name is Phil, and I am from Mints and Drops. And today I am having the pleasure to receive on the show Cryptogirl from the NFT Foundry team. She is an OG in the space. She's bringing up the secret sauce art-wise. She's doing it all. She's also a community manager over there. She's a slayer. Check it out. CG, welcome on the show on this very early morning session of Mints and Drops. Thank you so much for passing by. How are you?
Good. Doing well. It's a Monday morning, so, hit the ground running type of thing, up early, excited about the day. Yes, exactly. Got the Java going. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Really happy to have you on the show today. Especially that it's been a while since we wanted to make this happen. And it's a one-on-one today, and I couldn't be happier. It is to make happen. So yeah, I wanted to know much more about you. I wanted to know a bit about your background, where you come from, with NFT Foundry and everything. I discovered this project not so long ago, and I think it's a great family. How did you end up being involved in there?
So I started with Shaggy a year ago, kind of just by happenstance. Ullaz and he were, doing their part and had found each other, as you know, through NFTs. And then Shaggy and I had already been together, and it was just kind of a natural progression for me to help out. I showed up one day and he was doing layer edits on the art, and he was in desperate need of help. A lot of the ideas that he and Ullaz had come up with for art or for the website or potential builder down the road, all of that, he was kind of brushing by me and having me weigh in. So I already felt like I was a part of things. But officially, I think it was March that I was asked to come on board and help. Wow. And then when he started doing the builder and the Excel spreadsheet, life kind of just went on hold. And I took over kind of helping out in the Discord and keeping the family chat going, because being 24 hours, 7 days a week, it's exhausting. So then at that point, I think it was April, we decided to bring on some more people to the team. We just needed some help and relief. So what we did was there were a couple of people that we knew and, asked word of mouth, and ended up that Dre came on. And so he helped immensely. He just boost the spirits of the team and also brought in different ideas. But being that he was on the other side of the world, it helped that we didn't have to feel like we needed to stay up 24/7. I mean, we were putting in 20-hour days. So, but as far as me personally, I live in Michigan from Grand Rapids area. I do live in northern Michigan now. I have 3 kids and a full-time job. I've enjoyed art my whole life and always been interested in the way of sharing love of little things, but also in the stock market and educating myself. I'm almost anything that I need to learn about, whether it's cars or chiropractic care or just the best way of doing something. I investigate and learn and kind of unpack it and see how to apply it for myself.
Oh, that's such a great way to go at things, right? There's so much to discover, especially out here. It's absolutely crazy. Wow. How did you experience the summer? This craziness. Of course, you came in, a year ago, and then it was March. Then you onboarded. Then there was spring. How did you experience this whole heat wave?
So we just kind of held on tight. I kind of joke around with the team that I just literally held on for dear life. we didn't do much. Normally I'm the camping, hiking, outdoorsy type, boating. And we invested our time in the project. And so we're looking forward to next summer, getting out there a little bit more. As far as, the Hadera heat wave, we just put all the ideas out there, and what stuck, we went with. We ended up adding Chris to this team, DCA, we call him. And then we found Tootie at the end of summer, more into fall, and added her on. She was just a single artist and had her own Discord server, had her own kind of platform, and then it branched out from there with her. But yeah, it's been a labor of love, and there's some sacrifices that have been made. But doing things like this together with my son, and involving other people that I care about, asking them. My brother's got music, and friends have got other forms of art. So incorporating those things, as they come in, and circle back to, sometimes, it might be shelved for a little bit, but then we really try to work our way back around, and how can we work this in now?
Yeah. And I often go and ask, about balance, because this space is absolutely crazy, right? For sure, when you started back a year ago, you were thinking to yourself, oh yeah, this is a 5 hours a week kind of thing. And then as you got on, it got a little much more complex, as you add layers, more people. Knowing more people brings you even better tools bring you even more time in there. How do you find balance in there? In having a family, I can relate. How do you, because you have to go ham, right? Because it's the one thing, I think it's like a kitchen. I've worked in the kitchen for so long, and I think it's one thing inside this environment that you cannot just go halfway, right? You have to, whether you go or you don't do it. How do you find balance through it all?
So I just have to schedule my time, realizing that I kind of lost out on the summer, and something that I loved. I enjoy being outdoors. So I've just made it more of a point to schedule the time in for my mental well-being and physical well-being. So is what was working for me now, is just scheduling it, and then putting it down and walking away and being okay with, other people on the team are there and can pick this up, or, relying on them, or just saying, this will be there in 4 hours when I come back. I got to go do this right now. I can't have myself attached to this all the time, 24 hours a day.
Absolutely. And you've talked about mental health, and I think that's right on, because again, this space can get so brutal in a way that, especially now, because when it's up, you're selling out. And big shout out to Tootie, by the way, who sold out. She was supposed to be here today, but we'll reschedule another time. It's only love. And when you're selling out, you're having fun with the project, and it's everyone's buying. You're feeling this hype for sure as an artist. We'll get to it later on, but when you don't, and when you're putting out and you see the Discord being slower, you take it personal. 1,000%. So I think that mental health, truly is a great point that needs to be brought out even more in our space. But I believe you guys really tackling the subject really great and on the nail, since your general chat is called Fam Chat, right? So that's what it is.
Right. Yeah, and we encourage them to step back and step away and go for a walk, get to the gym, eat healthy, reminders to drink water, the things that we need and we forget about. We'll be sitting in front of a computer screen for hours on end, and then we stand up and our hip flexors are tight. It's like, whoa, I need to go for a walk, go walk my dog. So yeah, it's all about that balance. We kind of forget, we get so wrapped up, especially now with spaces and being that this information is out there. We're all hungry for it, and other people's opinions and views, and it's coming at the speed of light. And trying to keep up with it all, we feel like we're gonna miss out. Not necessarily on a commodity, but on information, which I guess itself is a commodity.
Yeah, absolutely, 1,000%. You're the one designing the hounds, right? On the this entire thing.
So the hounds, we did get the initial. You see the two hounds chilling and the movement in that first NFT that we released. That we got from an artist in Sri Lanka. We hired that, and now the clowns and hounds are under my umbrella, so to speak. So yeah, all of that is the art, the editing, the layer coming together of it all. Yeah, that's under my direction. Dre's doing Dystopia. Tootie has the obviously her Tutti Fruities, but I don't know that we need to take on anything else. I'm sure that down the road we will, but right now I think that we're access art. We don't want to bury Shaggy. You know, he's the digital side, the information, the data, coding. I can't wrap my
coding.
He's tried to talk to me about it and teach me, but it's not my labor of love. I definitely am more art and relationship is more of what speaks to me.
What's your when you craft? What's your inspiration? What's your go-to? How do you? What's your fuel and all of that?
Trends. I look to see what colors are out there, what other things are being added in NFTs, what's popular. Right now I'm working on making the hound gold. So that way we have a golden hound, and we might only release 3 or 5 of them, but it'll be something a little bit more rare. It takes a long time to do these, so they're not simple. But it's exciting. We're adding on pets. We're adding on different color combinations that are hopefully going to work really well together, whether it's teal or green or yellow. But hopefully all of it will come together nicely in the end.
Yeah, it's really nice. Especially the sunset. I believe it was a sunset you showed to me yesterday on Discord. It was really great. The inspiration was spot on.
Yeah. I do get some of that from real life. You know, like you said, that horizon. It reminded me immediately when it you know, you're playing around with things, and I just had to stop and be like, nope, that's it, right? So when you know, it's almost unexplainable sometimes.
Yeah. You grasp it, and you have to grasp it. No one's gonna do it for you. Yeah. That feeling. That's. What's planned? What's planned for you guys? Especially for you, not too far away, of course. Like Q3 is too far. Maybe Q1, Q2.
Yeah. So coming up next, we've got the hounds, and we're going to do it a little bit differently than we did in the past. We've come a long way from that initial builder. So this will be the 3rd iteration, I believe, that Shaggy's put together. So we started off with that Excel, and then we went to the website, and now he's redone the website again. And we're still working things out, but what we're thinking is trying to start a base NFT where the customer can go in and build their NFT with the background, body, choosing the different clothes, shirts and pants and stuff.
And watch and everything. I got one. It works. It works really well. Yeah.
It's smooth.
It is.
And what we'll do is, we're not sure on the wording yet, so don't hold me to it, but an upgrade or mutation or serum, a package. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do it. We've been throwing things out there as far as foundry, you know, forge something new type of thing, but then they'll get their bling, and in that there might be some rare and unique traits, and some of it might be more common, but that's where they get the unique experience of the builder, and we can throw in some rarity, layers, and throw some excitement and mystery in it that way too.
Yeah, because the concept is really fun. I think people just need to know, again, just so people are aware that that's a new way, to bring NFT to this space, and especially on Hedera, there's no other project that tackles it that way. And right, the more people that knows about it, just the better.
Yeah, so the builder itself, when we go in there, it is linked to our database, and Shaggy pulls that information. All of the layers are something that we've come up with over time. So there's like so many of them, probably 700 total, but different bling layers, and that way we probably got 250. So it's a big collection. It's I didn't do the math recently, but it's over, I want to say 1.6 billion different combinations. So it's pretty intense. There's been a time or two where I'm in the middle of something and my computer will crash because that folder, the file is just so large. So then I go in and close some of my things because I'm like everybody else and have too many things open at once.
1,000 tabs open on 5 different browsers with Discord, Twitter,
right.
The markets. Yeah.
And Discord takes up so much space and in the computer too. But yeah, so I close everything and just let my mind kind of go. I like to have that creative freedom, so that way what comes, and it can really flow and come up with good things.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thank you so much to have passed by on the show today. Cryptogirl from NFT Founder. It was a pleasure. And so early. Again, you showed up. That's amazing, and I truly appreciate my time. It was really great. And I wish you nothing but the best. We've met not so long ago, and I truly believe that you guys are meant for success again and from ongoing absolute moon.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, truly. Have a great day.
The rest of the women on the team here, maybe even the whole team. We have Sophie and Tootie, both unable to join today, but they wanted to give a shout out as well. So thank you.
For sure. And they're welcome on the show anytime at any given point.
Awesome.
Take care. Have a great week.
Thank you. You too.
Take care. Cryptogirl, thank you so much for your presence on the show today. I truly appreciated my time. I think that what you're bringing to the table in terms of value, layer, this whole family, community-based complexity to me is absolutely important, especially right now in this winter that's absolutely crushing us. But at the same time, there's so much to do, just at different panels and in different spheres. And you're bringing this inside the community, of course, as manager. And I got mad respect for that. Make sure you give her a follow over there. And I will see you on the next show.